The night sky over Beijing looked unusually dim when a mysterious 4-minute, 32-second video appeared on Weibo. No one knew who uploaded it or where it came from. There was no timestamp, no description, just a haunting title that instantly gripped millions of hearts: The Last Night of Tian Xuning and Ziyu. No script, no director, no retakes. Within hours, the clip reached millions of views. By dawn, the hashtag Tian Xuning Ziyu last night dominated every trending list in China. Viewers couldn't decide whether it was an unreleased scene from a drama, a leaked private video, or something heartbreakingly real. The video opened with a shot of the city lights through rain-speckled glass. Neon reflections danced faintly as thunder rolled in the distance. On a small balcony stood Ziyu, dressed in a gray hoodie, her hair damp from the drizzle. She stared at the horizon and spoke softly, almost trembling, "You know, sometimes love doesn't end because we stop loving. It ends because we stop being brave." A few moments later, the camera shifted slightly. Tian Xuning appeared behind her, his eyes glimmering, his voice hoarse as he replied, "I never stopped being brave. I was just afraid of losing you in a worse way." There were no stage lights, no microphones, no production cues. Only the sound of rain, faint breathing, and the ache in their voices. It didn't look like acting, it looked like something too raw, too honest, to be fiction. The internet exploded. Comments flooded Weibo and Douyin, each one more emotional than the last. Fans analyzed every frame, every flicker of expression. "That look in his eyes, it's too real. They're not acting. This is love. If this is a performance, then they both deserve the highest award imaginable." For years, Tian Xuning and Ziyu had been China's most adored on-screen couple. Their chemistry in dramas like Moonlight Promise and Falling Petals was magnetic, powerful, and intimate. Fans couldn't help but believe their connection extended beyond the camera. But after their final drama together aired earlier this year, something changed. Tian Xuning traveled abroad for new projects, while Ziyu quietly stepped away from the spotlight. Rumors of a quiet breakup swirled, but no one knew for sure until now. Entertainment media began investigating the origin of the video. Some reported that it was filmed 2 weeks before Ziyu left Beijing. The balcony and window matched the apartment from her old social media posts. Even the street lights outside seemed identical. Neither of their agencies offered clarity. Both released the same brief, sterile statement: "We cannot comment on personal, non-official recordings." Their silence only deepened the mystery. To understand why the clip shattered hearts across the nation, one must revisit their story. Tian Xuning and Ziyu met in 2021 during auditions for The Silent Garden. According to crew members, something unexplainable happened the first time they made eye contact. The room went still. The director reportedly said later, when they looked at each other, everyone else disappeared. From that moment, their bond seemed fated. Their characters' love stories mirrored their own rumored connection off-screen. The public called them Tian Ziyu, the perfect symbol of two souls destined to meet. Yet behind the success, there was pressure: strict contracts, endless schedules, a spotlight that never dimmed. The price of fame began to erode the quiet bond between them. A close friend once described their relationship simply: "Ziyu feels everything deeply. She loves quietly but fiercely. Tian Xuning hides behind work, afraid to show too much." They loved each other deeply, but they didn't know how to protect it. The most heartbreaking part of the viral video came near the end. The camera trembled slightly, as though the person holding it was trying not to cry. Tian Xuning's voice cracked when he said, "If one day I see you with someone else, I'll pretend not to know you." but deep down, I'll remember I once did. Ziyu's lips trembled into a faint, broken smile. You never lost me, she whispered. I just couldn't keep waiting. Then, the screen went black. No background music, no end credits, just the sound of rain. It was haunting in its simplicity, devastating in its silence. The clip spread across every corner of Chinese social media. Fans dissected each moment as if searching for answers. Some claim to have found metadata from the original file recorded on June 14. At 11:48 p.m., the exact night Ziyu was last seen in public before moving to Chengdu. Weeks later, when Tian Xuning was asked in an interview about his biggest regret, he gave a quiet, cryptic answer: "There's someone I never got to say goodbye to properly." Everyone knew who he meant. Their close friend, actress Lin Yu, later posted online, "They didn't fight that night. They just loved too deeply, and they ran out of ways to stay." Her words reignited waves of emotion. Comment sections filled with messages like, "They didn't need to admit it, their love was already written in their eyes." The entertainment industry, however, left no room for such fragile truths. Both actors were bound by image contracts forbidding romantic relationships during promotional periods. Love was allowed on screen, but never in life. It was a love forced to hide. "They're brilliant artists," a producer said. "But people forget they're human first." After the video spread, Ziyu reportedly moved to France to study visual arts, disappearing from the public eye. Tian Xuning stayed in Shanghai, taking on new roles, but every interview showed a dimmer light in his eyes. Fans, unwilling to let the story die, began creating tributes. They pieced together clips, interviews, and old moments from fan meetings, turning them into a 45-minute documentary titled The Last Promise. It gained over 30 million views in less than a week. The film drew parallels between their fictional and real lives: the same laughter, the same stolen glances, the same ache in every smile. Comments overflowed with heartbreak. "They are proof that love can be real, even when it doesn't last. This hurts more than any movie ending." 3 weeks after the viral storm, Tian Xuning released a new song titled The Same Rain. The lyrics left fans breathless. "You stood beneath that same rain, and I never moved from where I was. If you ever return, I'll pretend the rain never stopped." The song immediately sparked theories that it was dedicated to Ziyu. Within hours, she liked his post on social media, then quietly unliked it later that night. Screenshots spread like wildfire. Months later, Tian Xuning appeared on the red carpet at the Shanghai Film Festival. When a reporter asked if he had seen the video, he paused before smiling faintly and saying, "Some things don't need to be explained. Some memories are meant to live only in our hearts." His voice trembled slightly, his eyes glistening under the lights. The audience fell silent. Not long after, fans spotted Ziyu in Paris at an art exhibition. She looked slimmer, her hair longer, wearing a navy scarf the same color as the jacket Tian Xuning once wore on set. When someone gently mentioned the viral video, she smiled and replied, "I don't regret loving someone with all my heart." Her words echoed across the internet like a soft farewell. Even now, their story remains a modern legend, a love too pure and fragile for the world that surrounded it. Every year on June 14th, fans around the world hold an online memorial called Under the Same Rain, replaying the video, lighting candles, and remembering the night that changed everything. They were never officially together, but their silence said more than any confession ever could. Recently, rumors surfaced that a major Shanghai studio was developing a romantic film titled The Night We Forgot to Say Goodbye. Early casting lists revealed two names that no one expected to see together again: Tian Xuning and Ziyu. The news spread instantly, igniting hope, confusion, and disbelief. No one knows if it's true, but one thing is certain, the world is not ready to let them go. The 4-minute video that started it all now stands as a digital relic, proof that real emotions can't be scripted. For some, it's just a private recording. For millions, it's a memory of a love that defied fame, silence, and time. As one comment put it beautifully, real love doesn't always end with forever. Sometimes, it ends with tears, and that's still love. Some